who I am. I am the SP to the ARK, special ark, a living tabernacle. Each of you are a living tabernacle. In last days and time, the truth and the spirit that dwells inside your body will reveal, and you will be able to unlock the information that has been dormant because it wasn't time to use it. The people wasn't ready to be healed. Now people are yelling and screaming. It's getting hot up in her. You know, they started from Nelly talking about it's hot in her. Oh yeah, I know. You didn't listen. You know, not you as personally. Don't take it personal. But it's hot in here because we were analyzing the situation that other people blindly just so you know what? Let me be a part of that. That which control. Okay, control is two words. Like condensation. No condensation coming down. Condensation. No. Confusion. No conflicts. Conflicts. Right. So what's up? So I said I was gonna show you some new stuff today. I got mad paperwork. That we doing. I don't know where to start. Really. Let's read something. Okay, let's read something from the master teacher. Okay. Yeah. Let me give you. Let me say. Let me. This is what we talking about. That's what that's the angelic realm taking over. That is your space, which is called your aura. You're a multi-dimensional person, your energy in that body. That's the body. Don't stop right there. There's more to you than just your body. And the more you know, your program, they got you dumbed down and you looking silly right now. Okay? Because this is where it be. Let me put it right here. Here you go. Yeah, how about that? It says Big Lord Abdullah. Oh, that's what I'm going to be. Big Lord Abdullah today. So now I am today Big Lord Abdullah. Okay? It's just that easy. And right now we're going to read to you, right? Introduction. That's what we're going to read. Introduction. You can take a clip of the flip to the flip to the dip. There you go. Technology is a trip, right? People say, well, how can 144,000 just control this whole thing? It's controlled by the all. You know, when you look at somebody, you look at it through the teachings. I'm going to change that. Deprogram. Okay. All the prophets and apostles, peace and bless upon them, of Allah, who, subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Al-Imam Muhammad Ahmed al-Mahdi, the guide, were fulfilled of prophecies in their day and time. The last book, Qul or say, Al-Quran 35-34, it says, Inna rasul nakhlaka bahaka bisari another ari wa inna min ta ila khala fa nadiru. It says, surely we, you Muhammad, with the facts which are beyond doubt as a warner, but you're only human. And surely there has not been any nation of people, which is called Umat, to which we did not send a warner. So this right here, Holy Quran 35-24, says that everybody got a warner. Okay? Now let me show you this here. Right there. If you see right there, it says warner. right there, that one. Yeah. The Warner Brothers, right? Take a picture of it, and I'll read it to you, right? We also talk about free Greenland. We're talking about, this is right there, the new America's Empire, exclusive members, Carish Core Corp USA. And this was 2014. Okay, so we took Warner Brother The Spark. Okay. So I am the Spark. I am the Warner, just as we had warnings before me. But this warning that I'm giving is the last warning that some people will hear. I guess it'd be always warning. There are numerous warnings that have been sent to Earth to help retrieve man from corruption and negativity. Okay. That's why I'm here. We can go in a circle, which is 360 degrees, right? Or we can go in a circle that's 360 degrees, right? And then once it gets to a certain point, right, we can spin off this way, or you go in a circle, you get a certain degree, you can spin off this way, or this way. You gotta go this way, and you spin off this way, spin off this way, spin off this way. And then you start, it's called symmetry. So if you do the same thing over and over and over every generation from rituals, and you don't expand, if you don't do the symmetry, right, you're not gonna get it. Because you only can go but so much before you topple. But if you start again, you spread, and then you start in that foundation, that's good. So the foundation that I had was what they call the 5 pillars of Islam. When you're dealing with the 5 pillars of Islam, you have some substance and some thoughts, affirmations, evidence of things that, and then it goes into who you are and brings out the best in you. Now, the reason why people don't know this, because we're not talking scientific terminologies, proven facts. We're just talking and being subjected by the news. I did take some notes down, and everybody got a different way to take notes, but I did take some notes down, and I'm gonna see if I can pull them up. I guess that's not the way to do it. All right, so now I'm gonna take these notes, and this picture right here, which I like this picture, is depicting Akumics, the Akumics, which is a tribe of people that was here when the British came over. What they failed to say is that these people were actually melanated. That these people, so when the British came over here, it was black on black crime because they was black or melanated. Let's just say when you use black, they were melanated. So you got that. Okay, what else did I get? I got the female is the deity of life, and male, if not cooperative, is a deity of death. That's why they go to war, which is, they call it gene side, or take that gene aside, the genocide, put that gene aside, take that gene aside, generation ration of genes, or the actions of genes, or the gener, or the G ner. Ner is actually energy, nor, nar, nor. The same, cut in half, doing two different things. One is what they call actually, I don't go too fast. But anyway, let's get to this right here in my notes here. Certain people get stuck on certain things. I'm not gonna get stuck on this because we're not going. As I said, that's that 360. You talking about what happened before, what happened here, what happened, what happened, what happened. Every generation talking about what happened. But no. We're gonna start some new shit. Okay. We're going to start congratulating all the people that did, all the people that's still here, all the people that went to jail and tried to find a way out and didn't get conformed in there. We're trying to get you out of jail. We're trying to get a system that's going to get you and release you from that particular demon, the system. We got to eradicate the system. We have to revise the system, get everything better. Okay, hold on. I didn't take too long. That's what happens. Okay, we're here. We're talking about the largest and most comprehensive breach of journalistic ethics that was ever occurred. Amongst everybody took the money. Almost everybody lied about the vaccine knowingly or unknowingly. Almost everybody refused to report anything negative about the vaccine. I was wondering why I didn't hear nothing, about it. Was actually, I knew it was a reset. It's different when you know something and you see this and you see what's going on, but then you have to wait and see how people play it out, what people think about what's going down. So now when I'm thinking now what's going down, and I'm reading this particular article right here. Let me take the girl face off. All right, maybe I can get that. So it's talking about how the people in journalism, now we're talking about networks including ABC, CBS, NBC, as well as cable TV news stations, Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, legacy media publications including the New York Post, the Los Angeles Times, the Washington Post, digital media like BuzzFeed News, Newsmax, and 100 of local newspaper stations. These outlets were collectively responsible for publishing countless articles about the COVID regarding the vaccine that was nearly, unfortunately, possibly not. Okay. So anyway, what basically what the article is stating, what she's stating, giving it back, and I want you to do the research. People are conformed because of their programming in the early stages of their life. It's called 4 years, the first 4 years. That's why culture is very important. That's why the mother, it's not that she's in the house or the home, right? It's that she is in the umat collectively with all the other mothers or in the umat, which they now call community, common unity. If it's common, no. If it's unity and love, and the love is the instructions from the angelic realm, Anunnaki's angels. So they keep changing the names of these people, but the people is right here on earth and living. The people, in the Bible, we talk about the invisible God, right? And they're talking about that which lives inside you, the deity. Then I explain it to you as you have an oversoul that you can go up and down. We're not cut off. Only time you cut off when you use all your senses to perceive, right? That which is when you control your senses and you go to the extrasensory realm, then you're in a whole nother living. you another aspect of what they call, I said living, but it's not living. Living from the word lie. Lie was the backwards to Eli. Eli means exalted. So they don't want you to be exalted. They want you to be alive. You see, that's why they say believe or be lied to the evolutionary process. And then they say Eve is either evolutionary process or Eve is the woman. You see, name, but the name Name is Eman, which is Iman, which means faith. Or faith is the evidence of things not seen. So while you was playing basketball, throwing your world around in a basket, right? Certain people were studying and living life to find out what was going on and how we can come together. And that's that unified effort of appreciation from those who were given privileges and those who were not given privileges, and working together, those who had privilege and those who didn't have privilege, when we were both contained. You see? So everybody was tricked except those who descended down here, and not in the physical aspects, but in the etheric or gasic way, and entered into the bodies that they created as landing stations. You see? And what I'm teaching is that the first host of the body, right? That first what they call etheric gas that came into the fetus, right? That's the host of the body. That's the one that protects the body. Now, all these demons and other spirits that want to get in, right? You have to let in. You have to be strong so you can be a host, like a RBB or whatever they call it, or a hotel, whatever. We have visitors that come to the body. And that's why we say, how are you today? You see, the you is the half of the circle. So the other half of the circle for the cipher to be full, right, is the other you. So how are you doing today? You asking you unify, and you recognize what's in him. That's why they say a master. A master is when they recognize things. But anyway, big shout out to, I don't get too far off the point. Big shout out to J Queen 7. Big shout out to Bath. We're gonna go back into this book a minute and read a couple of things in here. It's very sad that I just can't just read it to you because it's not perfected. And this was our job to perfect that, or what they call revise it, revision. Because as we move along, things changes. And these here are the bullet points, but the defined things of the change is not there. Okay. This is the Holy Quran 10th Surah, 101 ayat. So you have a surah. The surah means chapter. And then you have the ayat. The ayat means verse. The word surah is a sign. So everything that's said is a sign. This sign is like a stop sign or go sign or go this way or don't do that or don't do. This is what the books was for. They're called script because they scribble writings, and true, right? Because it's true, which is called el-haq or el-khali or el-haq. This is called haq, which means the truth. It says, say, look at what is in the galactical heavens and the planet Earth. So it says to look up into the heavens and then look and observe everything that's on the earth. So we talking about Earth in its full capacity. which the educational system does not. This is when you know that something is wrong, because you have to pay and earn your way each step. And that's not a city. A true city should take care of their inhabitants. It should make ways, and the money that they make should be redistributed, not just amongst the people that sit in the seats of governing the city, but to everyone that live in the city. But what happens is that when you start off wrong, you can't use that because that's your foundation, and you can't build on that. It will topple. So they keep it wrong. They don't want it to be right, because that's where we come in at. So what we do, we raise the planet up, put it in a different location through the galaxy. You see? So now it's getting hotter. Why? If we was down here, it wouldn't be hot, but being that we're getting closer and closer, right, to the source. You see? Because this is how it goes. This particular verse right here, it says, look at what is in the galactical heavens. Look at what's in the galactical heavens. So now when you go past the sun, things change. Mothers, fathers, because you can't take the body. You're not going to take the body. The body's going to stay on Earth. The Earth was a part of the sun. So you got to learn the facts of what's going on. What happened, the Grand Canyon, Bermuda Triangle. But relying on those facts in the circle, right, only gives you enough to get enough to go, and then you spin off. And once you spin off, then you start by your tongue and your deeds. You start to paint a whole nother, and then that'll go. And then people will go and learn it again, and that'll go. And people will go and learn it again, right? And then somebody's going to spin off again and go and start something totally. And it says every 25,000 years, after they go around, 25,000 circumference of the planet, right? We renew our planet. We renew our thoughts. We take what we can use from that, right? Leave the people at their top, at their best, in good spirits, and then we start the new. And that's where the new school came into place. The new school was the acronyms of NU, SK, which was school, right? And QU was query. Because when you say queen, you're saying query, and then you're saying QUE, query, and then the EN in queen, EN means end it, stop, don't tell them. That's why they say, oh, I got a question. So they're already triggering your subliminal thoughts from your programming to shun their quest. Don't give them their query. You say, oh, I got a question. The first thing they did, they raised their hand. When they raised their hands, right, they're giving you praise. So now you just elevated your thinking. This is all subliminal. I'm telling you this so you know. If you're sitting down and you're talking, that person that's up and you down, you're looking up to him. If you're in the pew, you, and he's on the altar, that means he has altered your vision, because you're not on the same level as him. You're not on the same playing field as him. So he is instructing you. He's in the heavens and you're on earth. And that's what the church is built for. It is a processing center to bring back the legion, but at the same time program you so you don't fulfill the responsibilities of this super knowledge or this superpowers that's embedded in you. So it says, say, that means to teach. When it says say, this means to teach. Look at what is in the galactical heavens and the planet Earth. Neither the signs nor the warner will profit the nation who is not of the faithful. So they're not going to profit for this. If you look at those people that got money and armies and bombs and boats and ships and mansions and lands, guess what? They ass was still in problems. Nobody's happy right now except those of the Elohim. Those who say that they believe and they are the body of Christ. If you are the body of Christ, if you are the body of Christ, you are Christ. If you are part of the body of Christ, you are Christ as an individual. So what they want you to do is they want you to fall or fall low or fell low. That's what it's the fellowship. A ship is something that's going to take you and sail. A sail is a sell. Sell you, sail you. Goodbye. A buy is a purchase. We got to start slow the hell down. A new generation. Technology. Biotechnology. Robotics. Tanakh. Science. Agriculture. There's a lot of things we have to do. You must not make the mistakes of rejecting the warner. I'm a warner. I am a warner. That's it. Regardless. If you want to go back 1,400 years ago and read what they did for what they had to do, and that's it. But every generation, you get a warner. Okay. Now this right here. You must not make the mistake of rejecting the warner that is sent to you, like so many other American Muslims who have done. They are following the wrong warners. The proof of who Imam Isa al-Mahdi, Imam Isa al-Hadi al-Mahdi is undeniable. He confirms every prophecy pertaining to his coming. He is the Mujaddin or reformer. Okay, so now, this man that wrote this book is absolutely correct. It don't stop with the Mujaddin, the warner that's telling you that something's come. You see, he is real, but the people that he was around, they didn't want to hear that. Just like the people that I was around, they didn't want to hear that. But I got an opportunity to come back, right? And this is my prediction. People turned on me in 82. I think they turned on him 2004. It's almost like 22 years. But that the time that he was kidnapped, whatever was taken out of the equation as far as his ability to do things. My immediate situation was retaining my normalism. And when you say normal, that's the light. The word nor means light. And mal means king. The light of the king or the king priest. That's who I am now, the king priest. The priest, the king, was chosen by the people. Okay. And then it was sanctioned by the heavens. So as the heavens come down, personify into a body, as would happen, it comes with all the requirements of getting the job done. So these books that you have is a good rendition, a good of what could have been said at that time about 1400 years ago, and how we should use that time, because that book probably is 1977. Could be 80, I don't know. But that's not the point. The point is, it took 22 years for me to get back from the lies and mistreatment that people did to me. And before they did it to me, my journey was the faith journey of collecting the evidence, analyzing the situation so we can, they say free, I would say relieved from the lies and the false words. So I'm saying now, I give you my word, regardless. Loyalty is what it's all about. And when you subjected to narcotics, as far as psychotic drugs that is given to you to harm you, to slow you down, because to take you out the equation, they definitely lost. They don't know what they don't. So they keep you in the equation, because what you see is not what it is. When I started this off, I started about people think that they running things. They're not. I gave you the evidence or pictures that you can do and find that the king of British was melanated. Tricknology, their tricknology has got you baffled, except the elite. And while the elite was going back and forth to the heavens, coming down, nodding, and you thought they was there, but they wasn't there. They was all the way up. All the way up. Where was that? They're all the way up. And this, it was like, damn. They'd rather be out of their body on a nod than in their body on earth, because of the turmoil, because of the evolutionary process where the animals was not being properly trained. So now those who knew the truth and knew that it was melanated and British was melanated and da. And it was in secret. They wasn't talking. And probably this right here, you see it got no mouth to it, right? It ain't got no mouth to it right there. And I'm just thinking now, we just talking, maybe people thought that was don't say nothing. This don't represent don't say nothing. When the third eye is open and you see this color similar to green, the healing force, you have to pay attention to detail. I am the SP to the ARK. This is the bloodline of the scriptures, of the truth. the bloodline of Hayat, of what they call life. So I get a chance to talk to you up in person, see what's going on. You can hear what I'm saying. My intentions is to get and change the system. They said, well, will you die? You don't never die. Will you get hurt? I done been hurt. I'm hurt right now. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. You know? But the physical hurt, you have to maintain that because it's about, that's not you. So you have to control. You gotta remember about the pain and the pleasure. So it's controlled by your thinking, your brain. You can train your brain to endure, as we've been doing, enduring other people coming to our land, acting like a damn fool. This is what I said. Other people coming to our land, leaving their land where we put them at, so they can live comfortably, skiing in the snow, having snowball fights. So to market that snow, you got Bolivian flakes. You know, or the double smash shit, or the 100 cut shit. So people take things that we're going to talk about stimulation, drugs, like we just talked about, people getting high, and they was eluding. It was escape. They call it escapism because they didn't want it to happen. It happened because of the lack of knowledge of these particular chemicals. And that's dealing with alchemy. That's having a microscope in every house. And the mother and the dad and the children looking at things. So now, this lady took a potato chip and took a film of a potato chip under a microscope and seeing things and moving. She was so amazed and said that everything that we eat is not good for us, because she didn't know that everything is living. That potato chip is living. That potato is living. That rock is moving. It's just that you can't detect it without the aid of a micro. Micro means small, and scope means to look at. Okay? Just like the scope with the germs, that's called the germs from the thing. That's, you got two types of what's going on. You got the germ that's come from eating, you got to brush before. Then you got halitosis. Halitosis is the disease that's in leprosy. Let's see if we can get that here. Yo, Siri. Yo, Siri. Hey, Siri. Leviticus 13 chapter, the Bible.
Okay, I found this on the web for Leviticus 13 chapter, the Bible.
Thank you. Okay. It says, the Lord said unto Moses, this is Leviticus 13 chapter. The Lord said unto Moses and Aaron, when anyone has a swelling or a rash or a bright spot on his skin that may become a infectious skin disease, he must be brought to Aaron, the priest. So what the society did, they have their common unity, right? Unity is one tie, common unity. They took away the umat. The umat had the priest, right? And the priest was going to heal, detect and heal. And they took that away. And they said and gave the title. Now, the word title, Title, is Elite, elite. So they give you a title. They got everybody like cattle in the field. They take people out the field, put them in the house or the homes or the dwellings, and that can include being a servant, maid, a maid, MAID, MADE. You're made to do it, or you're a maid who does it. Because you've been made to do it through your circumstances of you not having the know-how, having the ability, and the authorization to because the authorization of anything, the word author brings, if you write something, and if you write something and it becomes that which they're going to utilize, over a period of time, you become the authority of what you wrote, or the authority of what you wrote becomes the authority over others. And that's called law, LAW, because of MAL, Mal, the king, the right. Because everybody couldn't write. And here, as he was talking about Aaron, they were the Levites, and the Levites were the law keepers. There was the high priest, right, from the prophet and the family of the prophet. So you have the prophet and the family of the prophet, because you had his sister and his brother Aaron, and then you had Moses. So we begin. The priest is to examine the sore on his skin, and if the hair of the sore has turned white, the hair. Now we're talking about the texture of the hair. So now we're talking about leprosy. They took leprosy, which is also called leproma, and then they took leprosy, also called leproma, and changed the words from leprosy to other names like dandruff, like deformed moles or deformed skin, which is called dimples. Or if you see somebody with a mole, if you see somebody with a mole on their face, on their skin, that is a animal that has cling onto their face, and it needs to be taken out. It's a parasite. A mole is a parasite that goes on the face. People, oh, that looks nice. You got a mole on. That is not nice. That's nice for those who is common, and they have that. They got ticks, they got mice, they got all kind of germs. That's why we're not supposed to touch people or let people into our aura. I showed you a picture of the aura. We're not going to show it again, but I showed that already. So let's get this going now. All right. It said he must be brought to Aaron, who is the priest also, or to his sons. So, who is the priest? So the family of Aaron was priests, and that was the priest, and that was at the 12 tribes, and those were the ones that was the readers, the scribes, you see, and everybody else either made weapons or did fishing, or everybody had a different job. So my job as a reader is to read, and read is to bring back, and AD is to add back on to the things that was missing from our programming initially at the age of 4 years old. So it was for 4 years old programming. So right now we're stopping that and letting the mothers teach the children, right, while they're in conception, right, which is even before they're in their loins mentally, on knowing how to do it. So what happened was coming up in this last generation, people had dolls. And I'm gonna go get one. I'm gonna get a doll. I adopted this doll. Hold on. This is the dog. I don't know what I'm gonna call her right now, but she's sure rocking. We're gonna get a name for her. She said she got my colors on, right? I'll put it right here. There you go. How about that? There you go. And that's how we're supposed to be, so peaceful, where we could put our hand out and birds come to us. We could feed the rabbits. We could feed, anything. And they took that away from us because we've been on the run since they've been here. And to take it and put it all into one lifestyle is not true, because I really was not on the run like that. Actually, my life has been different from others because my life was managed by macro, and your life has been abused by micro. And macro has a different way. Macro wants everything to be good, trust me, because they see the ramifications of it being indifferent. They don't want to go against the grain. They want to go with nature. But for them to keep and to buffer other things from getting into the reality of upsetting what has been done. There is no black and white. That's the myth. There's people with leprosy whose skin turned white, right? But it's a disease, an infectious disease. That's why we was not around them. We didn't want to go around them. But no, just like right now, I don't need to be around the people in the bars. I don't need to be around. For what reason? It's a disease to just to sit there and keep drinking and thinking that's going to make you happy. It's certain things that sacrament. It's certain things you drinking, because wine is the first blood purifier. You see, it was something to take to calm us down. And the reason why we didn't have the other things for our pleasure, we didn't have money to barter and get medicine or the knowledge to heal. So we had to find our own way. So we had home remedies. And with this home remedies, it become outlawed that you must have insurance. And this is all because of their sickness, that we're carrying their burdens, because they're running to the doctors. They're having hundreds of operations because they want to. Operations because they don't like the way they look. Or operation misdiagnosis, operation because the doctor want money, the surgeons need money, the medical. So the hospital is basically for them. It's not really for us. We need medical centers, you see, holistic centers, natural healing, that's what we do. Now getting you back to what we're talking about. We're talking about a little bit of everything. We're talking about our calmness, our peaceful, our agreeing, appreciating people. You go to the store, People got issues, people got worries. But if you got that book, and the book is Quran, the book is the Bible, the Holy Bible. That's our story. Whose story is it? They trick you and they gave you the book. They tweeted and changed the pictures, and you think it is them. And guess what? It's you. So, what we said, boom. Okay. Got another way. We're going to get somebody to represent us, and we're going to put him as a sacrificial lamb. And nobody going to know but the macro. So, when that happened, and a lot of people, y'all know, do the research, they said, oh, he ain't never coming back. Now, the one who wrote that book told him he wasn't coming back because of the insignias and the things that I was wearing, put me on the spot where this man must be sacrificed. So the plan went out. It's on the TV. Newscasters promoting. We're going to get this sacrifice. We got another sacrifice coming up. So they used the music, they used the TV, they did the narratives, they put out movies like E.T. But the best movie was Mork and Mindy. And with that Mork and Mindy, that was the signature, Mork and Mindy. Big shout out to my love. And you know who that is. When I say Mork and Mindy, I say always and forever. No, when I say Mork and Mindy, you say always and forever. Right? So, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Mork and Mindy, Big. Big was about somebody being born big, I believe. I didn't really watch it, you know, because it was talking about in reference to the surroundings of our parents coming here. Our parents came here to unify after we got here. Okay, and I'm gonna say it again. We had to unify when we got here. Let me just remove this here because I want to get this. Yeah, there you go. We had to unify. We had to unify. Okay, because what happened was it was a meteorite. This is how it's depicted for what they call meteorologists. So you got the meteorologists checking out and they see this thing and they watch this shit for like 10 years, right? The energy for 10 years now. It's just coming and changing. And that was from 1970 to 1977, right? But back to 1980, and then it started to dissipate, start to clear out. But it's still energies coming in. And these energies represent the new souls that was here originally, but left. And then it came back. You see? And coming back, new energies was here. So the you and the other you became a zero. And that was that cipher. And then after the cipher, you had to be qualified to be chosen to be that body or the host for the spirits that was coming down. So me being me, I am who I am, the spark. I was given a choice of two names. And these people, very intelligent, programmed to destroy themselves and destroy me, and to hide any evidence of any type of presence, as they would call it. So I chose the name Spark. Why? It fitted me, it fitted me. And the other name was Laser because that fitted him. So Laser, you have Laser and you have Spark, right? Laser is still here and the Spark is still here. Now we both took different paths, right? But the close encounter of the third kind was at a place called Bushwick Avenue. And Bushwick Avenue was that place where everybody just had to come to Brooklyn, New York City, to see this man that was called Imam Isa. And Imam Isa was touched before we got touched and told him, y'all gonna get it. I see y'all. Y'all born here. Y'all chosen to be chosen. That means the cream will rise to the top. So there was other brothers too. Who was running with me? We had a good team. I was from the Queens team. Queens, New York City. And now I'm the Grotto. Not only the Grotto, but the historian, the house speaker, command of love. They gave me so many titles because people, they slipped. And through times, other responsibilities was given to those. We had to keep it going. So we see every man was supposed to carry their own weight and responsibility, what they're supposed to do, but it didn't happen. But what I've seen when I knew that something happened and it was overwhelming, it got too big. Now remember I was telling you about the foundation. If the foundation is not right, it will topple. As soon as you put some weight on it and you start going up and up and up, if everything ain't right, the foundation, as you should know by now, was the 5 pillars. You Google 5 pillars of Islam, I self, Lord, and Master. Now, if we started Islam from Ishmael, who is linked up with Imhotep, or what they call Hathor, or they call it Hagar, who was also a deity, or through the bloodline of the deity, put it that way. That's the best way to explain it. Because when they call out to their deities, as is written, right, they was calling out to their ancestors. So when they was calling out and you threw away whatever they put it. So the propaganda, the false representation of what happened was a lie, just for them people to be in control. So don't believe the hype. Big shout out to Flavor Flav. Don't believe the hype. This is what we're talking about now all the time. If you look there, you see the book. And that book has all kind of writings on our survival, our different books. I am interested in those who want to help. And I'm available for many roles that we play. And as the plan of the TTO, Total Takeover, as far as being who we are. We can never be mean to people. That's why it's taking so long. We just let them hang themselves. You see, they have free will. to do what they do. But when they cross the damn line, that's when it's my time to enact all the superpowers that we have. So people say that they can push a button just to cause disruption of the planet, and that's speaking mildly. We have the ability, or I would say I have the ability, to forget this whole planet and get a duplicate. And that's what happened. I didn't want to live in the old days. So we reset the whole planet. And we gave thoughts through mental transformation, mental telepathy. And we gave the books, and people wrote books, extraordinary stuff, puppeteer type shit. You know, it's the master that you never see behind the scenes. See, that's who I am. You may think you see me now, but you don't. You see what you see. And you know what? This is what I learned when we're doing my research. Why I ain't got no views? But my stuff is all over the world and everybody's channel. Because the system of things is still in our control. It's automatic. Even my appearance is on earth, I'm still in the heavens. We're still doing multi things at one time. We're still on other planets. So they say, oh, this nigga's crazy. That's what you said. I didn't say that. See? So what another person think, don't worry about that. See, my legacy of last generation and the next generation and prior to that and what's coming up is already a done deal. I went from mortal to immortality because people said I was dead. People said I was crazy. People said I was a buffoon or madman. They want to follow me because they was consumed in foolishness. And those that got a little bit, you got enough. If you got a little bit, you got enough. Because what I give is like, it's a whole lot. So what I'm saying to y'all, the baby sleep, we got to find out a name for this. I got to ask them, what's the name? This right here is my Paris pillow. When I look at the word Paris from a Nubian or Nubic, because I don't want to take nobody what they think they is and think they got it all. That you can have it all because my thing is it ain't even like that. You can have that. But as far as Skate Master Spark and things that's happening over there, let's see if we can read something. It's just too much. It's just too much. You got to live this. I can't read to you and think, and you think that you're gonna be okay. It don't work like that. But this, if you get anything out of this today, this is your aura, and this me. I'm on the right and the left. I'm on both sides. You see, but I'm staying on the right side, which is called righteousness. Okay. And I'm going to be teaching. We did about an hour here. That's good. I hope to be able to do 3-4 hours, long as we can talk, as long as you can get back. We went through the Warner Brothers, the Spark, and the Spark was the one, but the Spark actually was 5 women, right? that basically hold on one sec. Let's get this together. There you go. Right. Okay, let me just go to this here. There we go. Yeah. Hey, I like it like that. Okay, so basically, the spark was the testimonies of 5 different women, and I am the voice. So even though that's why I picked the spark, because the spark is you. You are that spark. You see, and I actually will be selling these chains. You gotta see. I know you like that. Yeah, you like that too. I know you like that too, right? Don't play. This is not a play thing. This is the real deal. But anyway, I'm gonna get back with y'all. It's nice talking to y'all. Big shout out. I got a chance to talk to some people today from Lawton. I think we're gonna have a Lawton. I think a Lawton R Factor would be good coming out of Queens. I think that would be good. I'm gonna work on that, and we're gonna have a branch in DC, and I'm working on that. We're working on that right now. Big shout out to King Ken. He's going King Ken for now. We will change that name too, and we just keep it moving. You know, I could say prayer. I think prayer is like an affirmation. So we say, "A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Rahmanir rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratu alladhina an'amta 'alaihim ghayril maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Sadaqallahu al-azim. Our Father, who art in heaven, holy is thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. As it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive our trespasses as we forgave those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. For thine is the kingdom where we be. Thine is the glory that we love forever and ever. Amen, Amen, Amen. Surely this is El Haq, the truth.